Really like this. That's so fun. I'm gonna so. But let's see. Let's see. Happens today, man. Diego. Whoop slap. The fuck. Niggas be having the craziest names. Go streaming again? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, look, but do any of you niggas know how to? Do any of you niggas know how to make AI? I need that AI. I need an AI made for me because I have a specific task I want it to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bro, why y'all asking too many questions with that why shit, bro? Do you know? Does anyone know how or no? Bro, addicted to the AI. Bro, I just like I know AI is smart as fuck, bro. So I wanted to do something. Or at least I want to know if it's even possible. Basically, look. Actually, no, I'm not giving this idea out because there might be some YouTubers watching, bro. They might try to jack my shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I'm not trying to get my idea out. But if anybody knows how to make AI, bro, or whatever, bro, just hit me up type shit. We can get some moving. So I want fighters D. I don't fuck with fighters. I don't fuck with fighters at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Jesus, my throat is dry. We ain't smart. We watch anime. Bro, I watch anime. I'm smart. Oh, no, six a real one. Never fuck with fighters. I don't know why. I'm just not good at fighting games. That's really it for me. You know, Rocket League. Fucking no. I mean, it's Ray in Battlefront 2. How the fuck did he know that? No, I don't. You think a lot. I main Dooku. And then on the light side, I main like Luke, I think. Did you suck at Mega Man 2? Well, fuck you, nigga. Hey, Joseph, don't be asking those questions, bro. You know what I'm saying? I messaged two niggas on Fiverr about the AI. I'm gonna see what they say about it. But them prices was looking steep. Steep. Nigga, the prices were looking steep as fuck. Couldn't believe it. Someone got blocked? What do you mean? Whoop slap. Yeah, that Code versus Car video did bad, but so did the Hinata versus or the Hinata video. The Hinata video did bad, and the Car video did bad. I heard you like to punch tomatoes. Well, shut the fuck up, bro. What kind of fire? Oh shit. YCA Prodigy nigga came in clutch as fuck. Nigga didn't even say nothing in chat. He just dropped that shit. Nigga didn't say shit. He just dropped that, bro. I appreciate that 20, bro. He didn't even say nothing with the dono. That nigga came in and said, you know what? I don't even need the six can have it. And handed it over. All right, keep it like that. And six, who would win? Wintel Code Naruto for part one or Adult going at full power? Naruto. Naruto would beat the fuck out of that nigga. $5 from Anakin. Appreciate it. What's your take on Kawa versus Code, Liz? Bro, you mean Kawaki? Code would beat him up. Stated. Fourth Raikage versus Sanin. The Sanin would beat him down. Alone, it's too much for him alone. The five Kage versus the Sanin is a better one, way better. Doesn't E-Girl stand for emo girls? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure E-Girl stands for fucking I think E-Girl stands for like I don't think it stands for anything. I think it's just meaning girls on the internet. When am I collabing with? I don't plan to collab with Noodles. He hinted at the possibility. I mean, he didn't tell me about it. If that nigga wants to do some shit on his channel, I'm down. I don't really like putting collabs on my channel, bro. Like if you go through my channel, I only have like 3 people that I've ever collabed with, and I guess only 2 now because that other nigga, you know, he got out of here. So only 2 niggas I really collab with, and that's fucking Troy and Swag. Mirror 6 collab. Yeah, I wouldn't mind collabing with Mirror. Because Mirror's like part of my group, you know what I'm saying? Is the Renegon illusion resistance? What? No, I don't think so. I mean, Sasuke's is for sure, but Sasuke's Renegon isn't normal. It's got Sharingan powers. Tobirama versus Pain. It's cool. You should do more collabs though, for real. I don't really want to. Oh yeah, no luck on crit. That's what you meant by that. Yeah. I'm gonna collab with No Luck every Christmas. Every Christmas. Can you write the all Storm 4 normal combos? Yeah, we could probably do that this stream. I wouldn't mind that. Save it for later. Okay, so chat. Tell me this, right? Currently, the like donation minimum to get on the stream or the screen is $10. All right. Should I do where I put the $5 ones up there as well? Like, should I lower it to 5 or keep it at 10? Big Joel Death Note vid today. I don't know. How long is that? Lower it to 5. Raise it to 50. Damn. Hold on. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll because the answers are too mixed. All right. There we go. 24 minutes without credits. Yeesh. Didn't know there was a minimum here. Okay. Damn, these 2 options are like battling it out. Oh my god. Let me image capture this shit and put it on a screen. All right. That's how we're gonna do it. 10. All right, I'm gonna end the poll. Have people voted? Mr. Dono? Yeah, I know. Demons Kakashi, no time limit versus Hokage Naruto. I mean, if the nigga has no time limit, he can be intangible forever. I mean, I guess it would take a while, but he could eventually just out stamina Naruto. So, I guess I'll go with Kakashi. Actually, there's a good chance Naruto could just blitz that nigga. Actually, nah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kakashi still. I'm gonna stay with Kakashi. Maybe 5 should be temporary. Nah, that would take too much work. They're already temporary, like on the stream thing. How well would Kashin Koji perform against Pain if he's as strong as Jiraiya at that point in base and Sage mode? Um, hmm. I mean, if he's as strong as Jiraiya, I venture to say he would fucking lose. Yeah, you're right, Cole. It would be way too many donos. 10 months. Damn. I'm always gonna put the memberships on screen though. Always gonna put the memberships on screen. Watch Nobody Understands E Broly by Rye Bread. I don't know if I want to watch that. Put this in the middle. No, I'm gonna have it down here. Yeah. Bro, this nigga YCA is crazy. Leaf, how much do you want to pay for that video? This 24 minutes is that's a fucking bundle, buddy. Hey, bro, this nigga Parker, bro. Parker is my nigga, bro. All right, boom. All right. Hold on, let me put this shit up here. Bro, Parker. That was goated as fuck. Nigga just said put that shit up there. Oh shit, I didn't save it. Hold on. Did Leaf answer me or am I? Did I miss it, bro? Hey, I love this fucking job, bro. Niggas are so fucking. Oh my god, bro. I fuck with y'all so much. All right, W. The Fire Sage, that's underway. That is underway. I don't do it for the clout. I do it for the real. Here you go, bro. What a W Miz, bro. My nigga Kyle. Hey, nah, this nigga YCA is a fucking oil prince or some shit, bro. This nigga YCA is a fucking oil prince, bro. He has to be, bro. Why is Leaf asking if I'm in the bathroom? Jesus. All right. Yeah, bro. I love seeing that left side, bro. And the right side, nigga. And that shit at the bottom. I love the screen right now. This is the best background I ever had. Actually, no, it's not. No, it's not. Cause that Money Bobbington nigga, that nigga, bro, he be painting the background red. Oh my god, it's Young Wheezy. He's here to ask me about fucking May versus Aquaman again, man. Yeah, Leaf, I heard you. I heard you. 25 without credits. What's how much do you want to pay for it? Oh shit. Would you say Goku is a misunderstood main character? Because I honestly think he's one of the greatest. I don't understand the hate he gets. Yes, I do think Goku's misunderstood. I think Goku is heavily misunderstood. If I had to be real, bro, I think Goku. I mean, I've already said this before. Goku's my favorite character, but I think he's literally like the best character of all time. I love him to death. 150, all right. I think the stream got muted for me. Yeah, 150's cool. 150's cool, but don't do it right now. Don't do it right now. We'll watch it this stream, but don't do it right now. Six, you not cooking? What you mean I'm not cooking, bro? I'm like, Goku, I think I love Goku. Goku is that guy. Lotus ba ba ba. Bro is not cooking. I don't know who that is. I don't really like MC tier list because those shits are so opinionated. Like I could disagree with the nigga's opinion, but I mean, hey, what's the real point in that? You know what I'm saying? My nigga breadstick coming through with the pig penis. Oh shit, that nigga's just pig penis. If y'all flip the letters, let me chill. Let me chill. I'm just saying, bro. If you turn the, let me chill out. Appreciate the 10, Venus. Goku's always fuck with the best character of all time. It's kind of crazy. Hey, bro. Your new reactions are typically around 10 a minute, unless you hear a lot of sports stream. Yeah, exactly. But Cole is such a W for remembering the things I don't remember, bro. Can the current old gen Konoha and be current Naruto? Hold up. What the fuck is that question? I saw someone else comment this, and I kind of want to know the answer as well. Base Hokage Naruto versus War Arc 6 Sage One Naruto. Yeah, Naruto would win in base. He would beat himself. He'll beat him old self up. He'll beat himself down, nigga. I'm gonna do a video on Nerf Naruto versus all the Hokage. There was like a little thing on Twitter about it. That's just something I gotta get done. God. Obito was capping. He was not scared of Itachi. That you think that nigga was capping in his head? Like you think that nigga was thinking, man, I'm about to cap right now in my head. If Itachi knew about this shit, bro, I'd be fucking dead right now. Oh god, exactly, bro. Exactly. There's no point for Obito to lie to himself. If he said it out loud, yeah, you'd be cooking, bro. You'd be cooking. What's good, RDSJ? I didn't know you was here. Yeah, I saw that, Andrew. That's one of the reasons I wanted to make the video. I was like, it'd be super easy video to make. I wouldn't even have to script it out. Just explain why Naruto would beat the absolute dog shit out of them. And it's also true that Jiraiya is stronger than Kisame because Kisame said that. So if Obito said about Itachi is true, and it is also true Jiraiya is stronger than Kisame because Kisame said that. Yeah. The fuck? E-girls are eye ladies? Bro, stop trying me, Striker. Oh my god. I fell for that before though. Eye ladies. That's low key one of the best D's nuts jokes. Oh yeah, Striker, we might have another Sonic thing to work on, bro. Some nigga was asking me for a silver video. I gave him my tag. So we'll see. We'll see how serious bro is. Pretty much. Jiraiya is stronger than Kisame. He said that. Yes, Jiraiya is stronger than Kisame because Kisame said Jiraiya is stronger than me. The fuck? What if Goku was betrayed by his friends and trapped in the hyperbolic time? I don't want to watch that. How did you interpret that scene where Obito said if Itachi knew about Kamui, he would have died? I was just assumed Itachi would have sealed his blade in Sasuke's eyes. Yeah, I don't know if Itachi can do that, and that's kind of crazy. But I mean, I always just took it to mean that Obito thought Itachi could kill him. They fought. I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be if they fought. I always see people try to debunk what Kisame said about Jiraiya. It's stupid. Anything you could use to debunk what Kisame said would be whatchamacall. Yeah, anything you use to debunk what Kisame said would be feats from part 2 when he got stronger. So I don't think the statement would apply to part 2 Kisame anyway. I just think Jiraiya is stronger than part 1 Kisame. Jesus. This nigga's name is Ass Boy. I just realized that. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in the stream before, but I didn't really pay attention to what his name was. His name is fucking Ass Boy. You into A Song of Ice and Fire? Dope. Yeah, I love A Song of Ice and Fire. You're gonna talk about just Naruto or Star Wars and other anime? Fine. Well, I'm about to test out 2 new things. Well, not, I guess they're not new, but 2 different series coming up. I guess 3, but I already have Sonic videos, so. Yo, what's good, 6? How you been? I'm chilling, Corbett. Corbett used to have been around a lot. Corbett used to be around a lot, and he stopped coming around. But he's here now. He's here now. I'm thinking Sasuke in Fortnite. It's a good skin. I tell you, Rich YouTube was canceled, hopefully. Nah, that shit's still coming full force. I'm in the trap, don't say it. I'm in the trap. What was breakfast like today? I mean, chilling, I guess. Did I eat breakfast today? I didn't wake up in time for breakfast today. I missed a donut. Where did I miss the donut from? Oh, Gojo versus Obito. Obito would fuck him over. Obito would beat his ass. Appreciate the $2. You can dunk? No, I can't dunk. I think it's just me and 6 in perm channel. Other mods haven't seen. I'm waiting for Pitbull versus Toddler. I think I'm gonna get Pitbull versus Toddler out next month. Next month. Jedi Survivor hitting for me. What about you? Yeah, it's good. It's good. I appreciate the 20, but yeah, it's good for me. I haven't ran into any of the issues people have where they're unable to like run the game properly. I had one issue where like I wasn't able to swing my lightsaber, but restarting the game fix that perfectly for me. But I drop a video on why May did better than the 5 Kage against Madara and Sasuke. Okay, you capping, but you know you can drop that video. Got a feeling the Pitbull versus Tyler gonna blow. Yeah, I hope it does. The script for that video is kind of heat. Kind of heat. I think I have like a whole page, maybe a page and a bit more. But yeah, script for the video is good. You know, I got clowned off for not buying a gun at a gun show. And probably because you went to a gun show where they buy guns and didn't buy a gun. What the fuck? I don't know though. I've never been to a gun show. You know, a man killed a bear with his bare hands. Ooh, get that nigga off the planet. I don't want to share space with him. Strong ass nigga. You make a video about how well Obito would do in the war if he didn't join Kabuto. I don't know if that video would get views. Really. I don't know. The pit bull. There's pit bulls that weigh 200 pounds? Really? How strong is God Fusion Goku? I don't fucking know. I don't know what that shit entails. I'm pretty sure like fuse with the audience or something, but that feat is like dumb because it's just fourth wall interaction, which Goku's done before. Like, as you can say, he got stronger, but then it's like it's so quantifiable. Yeah, I've seen him. What? What is Cole talking about? Maybe I'm tweaking. Niggas be having conversations in chat, and I'll read a comment, and I'll be so lost because I'm not supposed to be reading it like it's to someone else. Killer B versus Orochimaru. That might be fun. Might be. The biggest pit bulls in history. His name is Hulk. Oh. One of the biggest pit bulls in history. His name is Hulk. Code No Limiters versus Ishiki. Uh, after that Code video's recent performance, I don't think I'm gonna ever do a video about that nigga again, man. That shit sucked. I heard you the first time, Wheezy. What are you looking for my support, bro? Because you're not gonna get it. You are not gonna get my support on a fucking May video. Yeah, to it. I was supposed to react to something this stream. Oh, I was supposed to react to a Death Note video. Leaf, if you're here, whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Some Death Note video. We'll see. Bank this stream. Yes, sir. 1000 Pit Bulls versus Land of Waves, Naruto and Sasuke. Ooh. Why am I thinking about this so hard? I'm gonna just say Naruto and Sasuke. You have any pets? Yeah, I have a dog. Oh my god. I'm not even tired. I don't know why I'm like so calm today. Fireball one shots the dog. Yep. Well, one shot all of them. 1,000 pit bulls covers a pretty big area. Ta-da. And we're going to do a debate gauntlet with chat. We thought about that before. We brought one guy on to debate in Swag stream, and then we stayed with those guys afterwards in the server for a little while. And we had some pretty cool people, so you know. Did you watch Hell's Paradise, Martial Magic? No, I didn't watch any of that. Oh shit, Leaf Blady came through. All right, let me throw his dono up on the screen and then we'll get started in around like 2 minutes or something like that. Appreciate it, Leaf. You know. There we go. www. How much money have I made this month? Close to 10,000. All right. Let's see. Hold up. Bro, Amazon better not have just fucked me over like this, bro. Never mind. You'd fuck with Hell's Paradise? Maybe. Let me. What am I looking up? How Death Note got bad by Big Joel. Oh, Leaf sent it to me. All right, bet. Leaf says we can watch this video at 1.25, and it's kind of long, so thank God for that. Just curious on your take. Okay. Oh, boom! It already had it pulled up. Is my headset on?
Buddy, today
It isn't. All right, boom. All right, so Leaf Blady, do my little things. Leaf Blady is paying me $150 or so to react to How Death Note Got Bad by Big Joel. I've said before, I'm not the hugest like Death Note knowledge Andy. I don't know everything about it like I do Naruto or something like that. So I'm not gonna be like going to different chapters and debunking what this guy is saying. It also sounds like it's way more opinionated. So I don't think I'll have to be doing any debunking. I might disagree with this guy because I don't really think Death Note got bad, but yep. That's pretty much it.
Today we're gonna talk about Death Note. The title of this video, How Death Note Got Bad, is pretty incendiary and maybe not the perfect way to describe my complicated and nuanced feelings about the show. I've seen Death Note like 5 times. I love it a lot and I would easily call it one of my favorite TV shows. But across its runtime, I love it in very different ways. Starting up the show, no matter how many times I've seen it, I'm always blown away by how great and well written it is. But after that, fairly quickly after that, as we're gonna see, it becomes fun, useless garbage. I love Death Note. I love warm trash TV. But when I look at the show, I can't help but see a lot of wasted potential. And in this video, I want to explore when and how that potential was wasted. It should be fun, I think. I'm excited for this fun, chill video. Part 1. Why Death Note slaps. I've actually already made a video a pretty long time ago where I talked about why I like Death Note. And while I still agree with some of the points I made there, that video is kinda vague and just not good. Most games are defined by a predictable set of mechanics that the player comes to understand over the course of play. When you play Mario, you are offered a set of inputs and obstacles. Besides, I think it's necessary to this video to explain in some depth why I love the early episodes of Death Note so much. So to do that, let's start by looking at one of the most iconic scenes in the show, where Light Yagami and L play tennis. Let me set the stakes. Light Yagami is a sexy hot boy genius who gets a notebook from a god of death, a Shinigami, that allows him to kill people if he writes their name in it. So he decides he's gonna kill all the criminals and become the god of this new world.
I will become the god of this new world.
L is the hot sexy detective trying to track down Kira, the person committing these murders. And in this scene, one of the first times the two characters meet, they decide to play some tennis.
What's up, Max?
When you first invited me to play, did you know how good I was?
Yes, I'll be fine though. It's been a while, but at one time I was actually the British junior champion.
L already suspects that Light might be Kira, but of course he's not sure. And as we watch the scene, we enter the internal monologue of Light, as he deliberates over the meaning of this game. If he wins, will L suspect him more? What if he lets himself lose?
Is he going to think that I'm Kira if I go for the win? I suppose I could just lose on purpose, but if I do, it could work against me. Since he'd expect Kira to want to win, he might also expect me to throw the match to avoid suspicion.
But toward the middle of this scene, Light realizes L's not going to be able to deduce anything from this. Him winning or losing will, at the end of the day, be meaningless.
I don't see any way that he can profile me based on a tennis match. So, I have to assume he has some other goal in mind.
So, looking at this, we might have a question. If these lines don't move the plot forward, don't tell us anything of importance, then why are we listening to them? What's the point? And the answer to that question, from my perspective, is simple. The point is, it's a tennis game. Sure, we might understand in retrospect that this is a dead end, but we can't know that until we think it through. And in this way, Death Note says something kinda profound. That within its logic, objects do not merely exist as a way to keep the narrative flowing, to get the characters where they need to go. Rather, they just are what they are, and the characters have to deal with them. We are playing a game of tennis. What does tennis mean? We can see this philosophy pervade the early episodes of Death Note, this sense that objects have an existence of their own. What if Light gets a call at an extremely inopportune moment? How can he prevent that?
Oh no, what if my father calls back now? I already promised her that I'd let her talk to him if he did. If this phone rings, it's all over for me. What am I gonna do?
Well, obviously, he just has to turn his phone off.
This is crazy. All I have to do is turn my cell phone off.
This isn't difficult or complicated, and if Light simply had never gotten a call, most people in the audience would never have noticed. But nevertheless, we're directed to think about this phone.
Bro, this scene where Light is like basically trying his hardest to kill this lady is so like, it is so crazy. Especially watching it over again, you really get the feeling that Light is a fucking creep. Like, obviously, you know Light is a bad guy because he's doing all of these killings, but this is the first time he's, like, basically stalked someone. It's really, really good. It's like a whole episode that this is going on. It's really good, really good.
For the simple reason that it exists and might go off. It's just that simple. What if someone in Light's family just happened upon the Death Note while they were in his room? Well, that's not something I ever expected to happen, and if no character had brought it up, I wouldn't give it a second thought. But we do think about it. In fact, a substantial part of an episode is devoted to Light figuring out the best and most elaborate way to hide the thing.
But that's not all. Even if someone figures out that there's a fake base, I've set things up so that there's no way they could get their hands on the notebook. You see, once the ink reservoir is inserted, it acts as an insulator, preventing the flow of electricity around the circuit.
This never comes up again.
Death Note is literally like, it's like the perfect amount of unnatural to just keep you so engaged. Like it's like Light super smart, but Light doesn't have any crazy fucking superpowers outside of that note. I don't know. It's really cool how they blend the two. Let me stop fanboying. Let me stop fanboying. I'm
It
sure.
doesn't go anywhere, but we hear about it
Breaking
anyway,
Bad
because
without
it's something
question,
that
CJ.
Light would have to think about. Can the Death Note make people do impossible stuff before they die? Well, no, it can't do that. And obviously it can't. If Light could just give people superpowers with the Death Note, the entire show would be over in like 2 episodes. And yet, we still have to go through the process of learning how this object works, what it can and can't do.
It's impossible to make someone write what they don't already know. Or, at the very least, it has to be the kind of thing that they could come up with on their own. Basically, even the Death Note can't do the impossible.
And through this sensibility,
Speaking of that, bro, when Light's doing that shit, and he I forget what it is he figures out, but he figures something out, and Ryuk's like, damn, I didn't even know that shit. That shit is so cold. Like bro, you really feel like Light is just like a unstoppable genius. Because Light and L, it's basically like it's a battle of wits, but it's also a battle of like resources, right? L has access to a crazy amount of funds, and the entire police department of everywhere, right? And then, did I say Light had access? I meant L. L has access to that, and then Light has access to the Death Note Shinigami. You know what I'm saying? So the battle of resources is also pretty fun. The Discord link is fucked up. Yeah, I know. I turned the Discord link off.
Functioning of objects, the show produces a
The
sense
Discord
of
still
genuine
exists.
wonder
I'll like
and intrigue.
put it up every now
Look,
and then. But
Death Note is a work of fiction, and as such, we know on some level that what's going to happen, whether Light will win or not, is mostly a matter of what will serve the plot, what the writers wanted to see happen. But in these moments where we learn random, useless information, it doesn't feel like it's just a story, like its events are just beats in a big narrative. Rather, the world of Death Note feels real, not because it's down to earth or subdued, it's not those things, but because we are constantly forced to observe it with the knowledge that anything could be meaningful. Light could lose because his sister found the Death Note, because he didn't experiment enough with how the notebook works, because his phone rang, because he didn't think through a game of tennis. It's all important, it's all on the table, and I just wish it could have stayed that way. Part 2, Misa Amane. Okay, let's put a pin in all this stuff. We'll come back to it later. But for now, I want to introduce you to probably the most infamous character in Death Note, Misa Amane. In the 10th episode of Death Note, Misa Amane enters the picture. Through a strange coincidence that we won't get into here, she comes into the ownership of another Death Note from a Shinigami named Rem. She's a huge Kira supporter, so she decides to use her power to track him down. And when she meets Light, she immediately falls in love.
Would you please make me your girlfriend?
So, just on a very visceral gut level, I think Misa is one of the most horrendously annoying characters I've ever seen, and I hate her with my full throbbing ass. There are only 3 facts that are really important or true about Misa's character. First, she's a total simp for Light, easily manipulated by him, willing to do whatever he says, and totally defined through her relationship to him.
I can't be your boyfriend, but I can act like it.
Thank you so much.
Second, she's unbearably annoying in every scene she's in, constantly shouting, never understanding what's going on, etc.
Whatever, it's not believable because I'm not the second kid, okay?
Third, as the show likes to remind us, she's a hot and sexy woman. Come on, fellas, Death Note says. I bet you wouldn't mind having a little bit of Misa Amane in your life. Not bad at all. There's really nothing else to her besides these 3 things. In general, the show makes sure to make her depiction as pandering, fanservice-y, and vapid as possible.
Hey, Light, wanna come sleep with me tonight?
What are you talking about?
Just kidding! You're saving it for after we catch Kira, right? You don't have to be shy about it.
And I find watching her to be a chore. You can disagree with that, of course, but I won't understand you, or how that's even possible, honestly. But more than just me not liking Misa, what I find troublesome about her character is the way she changes the structure of Death Note. To put it simply, Misa represents an enormous bomb to the plot of the show. What she lacks in character depth or interest, she makes up for with the number of elements she adds to the story. Misa is a reckless idiot, so she's at far greater risk than Light is for being caught for something trivial. Misa has the ability to kill people without knowing their name, and since she's endlessly devoted to Light, he can use her to achieve his ends. Misa's Shinigami Rem is, in turn, endlessly devoted to her, will kill Light if Misa dies.
If you do anything that results in this girl's death, the first thing I'll do is write your name in my death note. I will kill you.
Is fully willing to kill herself if it would help her. So in every way, Misa adds complexity and unpredictability to the plot of Death Note. The feeling that we legitimately don't know what's gonna happen next because this character has screwed up everything for everyone. And while that choice could totally work for a different story, I don't think it does for this one. And that's because Death Note thrives off a sense of simplicity and intimacy. Looking back at the tennis scene I already talked about, we can see how comprehensible the stakes are here. L suspects that Light's Kira, Light wants to figure out what L's thinking, and that's it. Everything that's happening, everything that's gonna move the plot forward is right here on the tennis court, in this interaction between these two minds. And because of that, the show is forced to engage.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just paying attention. Largely, I had disagreed with like what he was saying about Misa in the first place. Oh, he didn't like her and whatnot, because I like her. I like her character. And then he like said the reason why I like her, which is that unpredictability. So I didn't feel the need to comment. I mostly disagree with what he's saying right now, though. Like he doesn't like how she adds the disability, or fuck, not disability. How she doesn't add the fucking you get what I mean, bro. I'm talking about. I'm paying attention. Leave me alone.
With every bit of information it can. Is there a way for L to figure out Light's Kira based on this game? How could he do that? What's the point of this?
While it's true that Kira hates losing, it's also true that most people would rather win than lose. It's human nature.
We have to look at these things for the simple reason that there is nothing else to look at. No other way for L or Light to get the upper hand. And in some sense then, we can understand Misa Amane as an escape hatch. The embodied desire to break the stalemate between L and Light. Misa is a big annoying disruption, and we can't depend on her acting rationally, and there are a million things about her that could change the tide of this conflict. Misa Amane rips the show away from comfortable stability and forces its characters to make big moves and play to win. And as it turns out, through that process,
which is so goated, bro. It's so fucking cool how like she does that.
the show loses a lot of the intimacy, specificity, and tension that made it great. Part 3. How Death Note stopped slapping. So far in this video, I've stayed pretty general and haven't talked that much about the plot, but for obvious reasons, I have to get into that stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is a quick and dirty recap, taking us to episode 25 of the show. God help me, I hate summarizing things so much. Also, if you haven't seen Death Note, now might be a good time to stop if you want to watch the show. I haven't spoiled much of anything so far, and I'm about to spoil everything. So without further ado, in the 15th episode of the show, Misa Amane is apprehended by L and the police for being involved in the Kira crimes.
We've taken her into custody under suspicion of being the second Kira.
This happens because she literally leaves fingerprints on some Kira tapes she sent in. It's really dumb and random, but whatever, that's not important. After that, L says that Light is now the primary suspect in the Kira investigation, so Light has to act fast and hatch a big, complicated scheme. First, he goes into prison under constant surveillance by L. From there, he relinquishes his ownership of the Death Note over to Rem, thereby removing all his memories of being Kira.
Listen, just hear me out. I swear to you, I'm not lying. You have to believe me.
Now, Rem gives the notebook to a greedy businessman, Higuchi, who will continue killing while Light is in prison. This helps to exonerate him. With no evidence to go on, L is forced to release the memoryless Light, and they track down this new Kira together while both Light and Misa continue to be under constant surveillance. This leads to some pretty wacky situations.
Even if I leave you two alone, I'm still gonna be watching on surveillance cameras, so it wouldn't make any difference.
You pervert!
Catching this new Kira takes 7 full episodes, but once they finally do that, Light touches the notebook again, restoring his memory. And, to add insult to injury, while Light was in detention, he had a Shinigami Ryuk write a bunch of fake rules. The most important of which is that if you don't write a name in the notebook for 13 consecutive days, you die. If this rule were true, it would be impossible for Light to be Kira, since he was in jail for far longer than 13 days.
Light and Misa were detained for more than 50 days and are still under surveillance. If either of them had been Kira, there's no way they would still be alive by now.
So, L lets Misa Amane go and takes the handcuffs off of Light. Now, all the pieces are in place. Misa goes off to the woods to touch the notebook, and since she once saw L's name, she can write it. But wait, that doesn't work. After so long, Misa forgot L's real name.
It's no good. I don't remember his name anymore.
But, as it turns out, that's fine, that's alright, because before L can figure out that the 13-day rule is fake, Light gets Misa's Shinigami, Rem, to kill L for him. She does this because now that Misa's committing murder with a notebook again, L would be sure to catch her, and as I already said, Rem just loves Misa Amane so hard. Also, this causes Rem to die, because the way a Shinigami dies is by extending the life of a human they love. So...
Death Note is so fucking fire. That shit is so fucking fire, bro. That arc is so peak. Is so fucking heat, bro. You can't tell me that Death Note would be as good if Misa was not there. You can't tell me that arc would be as good if Misa wasn't there. Those moves that she forced them to make are so good.
That's it. That's how L dies. And honestly, saying it all together like that, it sounds pretty cool. All these intricate, complicated rules working together to make for a grand strategy, it sounds like Death Note. And I can't deny that the first times I saw the show, I thought it was pretty rad when everything came together and Light got the win.
I've won. Exactly as planned.
But what I want to explain to you here is why I think all of this kinda sucks, actually, and doesn't really work. First of all, the way L acts here is completely illogical, isn't it? He knows, like actually knows, that Misa Amane was involved in the Kira crimes. He says so himself.
Amane will remain under surveillance until Kira is apprehended. Although she insists the tapes we found were just occult videos, the physical evidence we have plus her confessions suggest otherwise.
He suspected all along that once they caught this new Kira, the power he was using would return to Light.
Ryuzaki still believes that I'm Kira. Even if that power had been passed to someone else, he thinks that I would have planned to have it returned to me once I'm safe from suspicion.
What's more, having now touched the note, L has the ability to understand exactly how Light would have transferred his powers this way. Because of this, L immediately suspects that the 13-day rule is false and is prepared to test it out.
We're very close. If we work this out, the entire case will be solved.
And yet, even with all of these deductions, all of this information, L is just like, you're free to go, Misa. Have fun. Go to the weird forest with the other Death Note. Light, you don't need to be handcuffed to me anymore. Just have fun.
You're finally free to leave headquarters on your own, but it seems like you never go out.
Why? Why does he allow this situation to happen? Why doesn't he continue to surveil both of them constantly? And look, I know this looks like a CinemaSins ding-ding moment. And yeah, it actually is one. But Death Note is a show that's particularly averse to having problems like this. L is supposed to be a genius, right? So watching him make this obvious, lethal mistake, one that is given no justification by the plot whatsoever, brings us out of the fiction of Death Note. But the problem here runs way deeper than just the show breaking its sense of immersion with a plot hole. And to explain why that is, let's go back a little bit earlier in the show. The first time Light and Misa meet, the 14th episode, Light asks Rem if she'll just kill L for him.
Could you ask Rem to kill L? Rem said that your happiness was important, but what do you think would happen if L caught one of us? It means our happiness would be ruined.
And shockingly, Rem says yes.
Fine. As you wish, Light Yagami, but I do not like you.
This is a strange scene, I think, because it forces us to ask a question. What would we think if that moment was essentially the end of the show? After this conversation, Rem just goes off, finds L, and kills him. Light wins. Would we be happy with that conclusion? Well, obviously not. That would be completely arbitrary as an ending. A cop-out, plain and simple, totally unimaginative and unimpressive. But here's the thing, that's almost exactly what happens. The reason why Rem doesn't end up killing L soon after this conversation is that L narrowly avoids it, tells Light that if he should die in the next few days, he's instructed the police to assume that Light is Kira.
In the unlikely event that I die in the next few days, I've instructed your father and everyone at headquarters to assume that you are Kira.
And then, moments later, Misa is apprehended by the cops and the whole big scheme we've already talked about sets in. But when we come to the end of this scheme, when Light finally does get Rem to kill L, what's actually changed? At this point, L has all the reason in the world to say that if he dies soon, L and Light are both Kira's. In fact, he has more reason than he did the first time, since he now knows how the Death Note works and immediately comes to the conclusion that the 13-day rule is bullshit. See, for all of the complexity of Light's plan, it's just not a very good plan. For all intents and purposes, it ends exactly where it begins, with Light and L in the same situation. So we have to ask, why have this plan at all then? What does it actually accomplish? And the only answer I can give here is that it creates a situation where Light getting a literal god of death to kill L looks like a substantial ending. If we add enough little complexities and weird mechanics to the show, if we spend 7 whole boring episodes focusing on catching this random idiot, then maybe the audience will believe us when we say, this ending has been earned. It's very cool that Light was able to pull this off. But it's not cool. It doesn't take a genius to ask a god of death to kill somebody. It's not impressive the first time, and it's not impressive 10 episodes later. And looking at all of this, I can't help but feel like it's the exact opposite of what made Death Note great in the first place. As I said earlier, what made Death Note work so well was its feeling of substance. This contract between the show and the audience that things matter. The phone in Light's pocket, the rules of the Death Note, the tennis game he plays. But now, by the time L dies, nothing matters at all. The show is just an endless parade of big bells and whistles. What's Misa Amane up to? How can we use her and her Shinigami to put an end to this plot? Isn't this plan extremely extra and convoluted? That must mean that it's super smart somehow. In a very real sense, the early episodes of Death Note were about paying attention to everything. And every episode between Misa's first meeting with Light and L's death are about ignoring as much as possible. Part 4. Conclusion. So, there are episodes after L dies. I mean, there are 12 of them. It's a pretty substantial part of Death Note. But honestly, I'm pretty apathetic. I could talk about how Nier, L's mean successor, kind of sucks and bores me. Or I could talk about how it annoys me, how invested the show becomes in watching Light manipulate women. Like, when it's just Misa, it's tolerable, but once Light's also manipulating Kiyomi Takeda, eventually forcing her to die in a way that's clearly meant to be erotic for the audience, it becomes clear that the show just has an unquenchable woman problem. I could also talk about how I like Teru.
My bad, bro. My bad. My bad for not talking. I'm just paying attention.
Mikami. I think he's a fun weirdo, is my take about Teru. But in the end, I don't think it's worth the time to get too into any of those things. The fact is, the beating heart of Death Note is the relationship and conflict between Light and L. And after the show fails so spectacularly at creating a satisfying resolution to that plot, I just can't bring myself to be invested in what happens next. Will Nier win? Will Light take the day? Who's to say, but also I don't really care. And, you know, maybe that's the right way to think about Death Note in general, both before and after L dies. Death Note is a trashy show, after all, from minute 1 to minute done. It's about a little edgelord baby who talks about being a god a lot. It's so incredibly self-serious, with its constant references to the Bible. Ryuk has a cute little earring, so everyone can tell that he's a goth GF and he doesn't give a fuck what you think about him. He just loves his man, and like, death and stuff. So yeah, maybe I'm taking all of this a bit too seriously. And I can say that and think there's truth in it, but I can't force myself to feel that way. I know it might sound silly, but the best parts of Death Note are so great. So precise and clever and grounded. It just scratches this very particular itch that makes it feel like if I want to see something like Death Note, I just have to watch Death Note again. The last time I watched the show, it was with my own goth GF who hadn't seen it. And honestly, I did enjoy the whole thing, like I enjoy comfort food, and I liked watching it through another person's eyes. But I will say this. As we were watching the early episodes of the show, it wasn't uncommon at all for me to audibly gasp at how cool it was. I'd even rewind pretty frequently so we could rewatch scenes. I'm very annoying to watch TV with, if you couldn't tell. But after those first 10 or so episodes, I wasn't gasping anymore. So that's the video. Did you like it? Did you agree with it? Did you think I gave Death Note a fair shake?
Cool video. It was alright. It's alright. Yeah. Was a video. Alright, let me I'm gonna throw like some music on really quickly, and then I'll be right back. I'll be back in like, I don't know, 10. No, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So yeah. Okay. Hello. I'm back. My packages from Amazon got here. So I had to go grab that shit. What the fuck it is though. I'm in the trap, don't see it. I'm in the trap. The prime hairs and is stronger than Azatha. What the fuck is Azatha? It's like a fucking Marvel character that's like outer versal. I'm in the trap. Don't see it. Unboxing stream? Hello. No unboxing stream. No unboxing stream. Anyway, I had something to say and I fucking forgot. So that just pissed me off a little bit. Was I supposed to react to something else? I don't think I was. If I was, remember me. Remind me. Oh, the Death video? No, no. I said what I had to say about that. It's a good video. It's a good video. Storm ult. Yeah. You do Starkiller versus Sasuke. I mean, if I was paid, yeah, I'd do it. My bad. I was getting back in my chair. Sorry for not talking for that little bit. I was fucking, moving my package around and shit. Opening that shit up. You know how it is. Stormkiller? Who the fuck is Stormkiller? You mean Starkiller, Anthony? Okay. Leaf sent me another vid. No, he didn't. Liar. I know he meant Starkiller. Alright. Bro, what the fuck do I want to do, bro? I'm like, just here. I've been a fentanyl and pill addict for a while. But your vids, streams help a lot. I appreciate it, bro. Leaf apparently send you another video. Leaf did not send me another video. He blatantly didn't. I'm looking at our DMs. He blatantly did not send me another video. Not true. Didn't happen. I'm in the chat. I mean, not. Play Storm 4? Fuck no. Oh yeah, Leaf. I don't want to watch that one. I was addicted to pills when I first joined the community. Those perks hit different. Damn. Bro, I did. Do I need to be on stream anymore? Is there anything else y'all want me to do? Because if not, I'm just gonna get off stream. I don't have anything else to say. And we end the stream. Let's see. Don't leave like my father did. I'm not leaving like your dad did. I'm gonna come back. Raging Blast Ultimates? I don't want to do that. Ew. Jedi Survivor? I like Jedi Survivor. Apparently people have all these like issues with it. I don't have those issues. My PC is just not running into them, so. But you drop in a data book vid next month. Or next month, in May. All right. They want to see bullies get beaten up. Do y'all want to see bullies get beaten up? I don't know what the fuck that nigga talking about. Here you go. Should I get Jedi Survivor or PS5? Not PS. I don't know if you should get it, bro, because people said that it runs like shit. I don't have those issues for whatever reason. It has something to do with the optimization. But it doesn't run like shit for me. So watch your Mr. Fusion vid? Nah. That's Steven's thing. Steven ever wants to get back on that, we can, but yeah, that's Steven's thing. You know, I don't appreciate the disrespect on Twitter. It's not disrespect. I'm telling it like it is. It would be disrespectful if it was wrong. The nigga sucks. Chat saying they want it. Bro. Leaf, there is a little girl on this thumbnail, bro. I'd rather not, bro. Oh, what's up, Steven? We're at Detroit debunking Dino. And that seems kind of counterintuitive. Are you sure it's sexual? I don't think it's sexual. Hey, on God, Cole. Should I? Nah. Oh no.